Welcome to me streaming 2 times in a row. This is now Tier 1 at Azerbaijan. Okay, so Mr. Lincoln will now start his flying lap, as well as Moller, who has just started their flying lap. Lincoln may have to contend with a little bit of traffic here up ahead, but he looks like he's going to be pretty safe. Let's follow him along for this lap time. Arch will now actually finish his flying lap, and he will come home first with a 1:38.1, a very, very good lap time from him. It's fastest of the session so far. JQPTZ is currently on a flyer. Let's have a look at this second sector time, 1:14.4. See where this will put him. So JQPTZ will finish his lap time and come home second with a 1:38.4 as well. Fastest final sector. So we have TNG RXD who's coming into the pits. Who will be next? It will be FRA Lurch. Let's see what lap time he can do. He will come home with third, which is 1:38.5. Lincoln will now be next. Comes home with fourth. As Apex behind him starts his flying lap. Moller will now finish his lap and go. Nope, start his flying lap. My apologies. As Army Edwards also starts a flying lap. PXR Louis is about to start his flying lap as well. Nope, never mind, he'll be diving into the pits. AMS Jake is currently on a flyer, soon to finish it. Let's see where he puts his car. He will... Oh, no, never mind, he is on an outlap. My apologies. We have FRA Arch diving into the pits behind him, with Matty W6 behind him on an outlap currently. About to start his flyer. Who do we have behind him? We have JQPTZ, who will be coming in this lap, as well as Lurch, who will also be coming in this lap. So Cryptic F1 finishing up his flying lap here. Let's see how well he does. In fact, Apex will also be finishing his lap. He puts it 9th, 1:40.1. Cryptic F1 will come home with 5th, 1:39.0. As Army Edwards goes with a 1:39.8 behind him. Moller's currently on an outlap, about to start his flying lap. Behind him we have Sturm and AMS Lincoln, who will be coming into the bits behind him. Let's go on board with Sturm for this lap. Very good final sector there. Actually, Jake will be finishing his lap time. Let's see where he can put this car. He will go 10th with the 1:40.1. RCW06 is currently on a flyer. He's invalidated it, never mind. With DNG RDX coming up behind him to start his flying lap. We have Moller. Nope. Sleek mover on an outlap. Never mind, he won't be doing an outlap. That would have ruined his time. PXR Louis currently on an outlap to start his flyer. As he goes into the pits. PXR Apex. Up into the pits, never mind. So it's Sturm on a flyer. Let's have a look at what he can do here. Sturm goes 5th fastest at 138.9. With Army Edwards going into the pits behind him. We have AMS Jake on a flyer behind him. Let's see if he'll do anything. Goodness, that was close. What has he got his car? 7th fastest with a 139.4. As Massey is coming out for an outlap. PXR Louis currently on a flyer. Let's watch his lap time. Ooh, we're tapping the wall a little bit there. He sets the fastest second sector, so it's obviously a good lap. PXR Louis goes second fastest to 138.69. Very good lap time from him. We have Larch going on a flying lap with AMS Lincoln. Also starting a flying lap behind him. Spenny F1 is currently on an out lap. Go on board with him because he's my boy. Let's see how well he can do. So a good first corner there, running wide on the curb, very, very good. Braking there, turning in on the inside, getting car DRS open, very, very good so far. Braking around the 100 meter board here, extending this corner around, got to run right, that's very good. Braking the 50 meter more down to second, third coming out the corner, very, very good. Braking around 75 meters, kind of tight on the inside, he's the fastest first sector, that's very clever, very good of him. Brakes around 50 meters, well about 75 here. Very, very nice, tidy corner through there. It's very difficult to get right. Don't clip the walls either side. You might have to contend with traffic here. Looks like he got out the way in time, so it seems to be okay. I'm sure that would have affected his lap time, but not by much. Flat through here, very easy sector. Brake at the end of the curve on the right there. Go over the curve on the inside, yeah. Run wide. Brake around about 75. Turn in, try to stay off the curve on the inside, run wide. Fastest second sector for him, so it's obviously going very, very well. Flat through these two corners. Very easy. DRS open, keep it in a straight line all the way to the finish. See where this puts him. And it puts him 6th fastest with a 138.8, a very, very respectable lap time from him. Who else do we have? We have Army Edwards on an outlap right behind him. Massey coming home, getting a nice little bit of a tow from his teammate, who is in second, who is currently also on a flying lap. So PXR Louis stays in 4th, and Massey comes home in 12th. Apex will then set another lap, go 11th, and Sleek Mover will go 16th. Moller is currently on an out lap. You'll see him start his flying lap in just a moment. Sacktham will come home. We'll watch this is his flying lap, so we'll see where he comes. Comes home in 9th. I think he's going to be going on another lap. Nope, that's it. So he comes home 9th, and I think that'll be it for now. Referee lurches into the pits with Moller starting his flying lap now. We have Matthew, 717, straight lining it to the exit. He sets a 139.0, which brings him home 9th position. Spinning F1, he's already done his out lap, so he should be... No, he's going for another one. That'll be it now, and he comes home 3rd fastest with a 138.4, very, very good lap time from him. Army Edwards will now finish his flying lap. See where this puts him. He goes 11th for the 139.3. We have Apex on a flyer right behind him. Will he be able to get out of... He's weaving his tyres. But obviously didn't go very well for him. So he might still be out of Q1. Put it that way. Sleek Mover is about to finish his lap time. Let's see what lap time he puts in. Never mind, he won't be setting a lap time. So that's it. Zach Thomas is the only one on a fly. Let's see where he can go. Stays 10th fastest with 139.2. So this is your finishing order. The ones that knocked out are Matty W, Sleek Mover, Moller, and CBX Hut, who didn't set a lap time. Oh, never mind. Moller is on an out lap. Okay, Moller's left the session. So your finishing order is FRA Arch, FRA Lurch, Spenny, JQPT in 4th, EXR Louis in 5th, Lincoln in 6th, Sturm Fracht is German in 7th, Cryptic F1 in 8th, Matthew in 9th, Zach Tom in 10th, Army Edwards in 11th, DNGRXZ, I don't know how to say that, in 12th. And your non-finishers are... Oh, yeah, it's only the bottom 3, isn't it? Because there isn't a full 20 drivers. So Sleek Mover, Moller, and CB Hut. Matty and Apex are still in. Okay, so we have PXR Apex out is the first one out of the pits, with AMS, no, Matthew following closely behind him. Someone else seems to be coming out. Let's have a look at who it is. It is an AlphaTauri. That is Stone. The Ferrari of Zach Tom and FRA Arch also coming out. FRA Arch going a little bit wide out there. With Phoenix and Louis Matty. Matty is the other driver out. This session here. So it looks like Apex will be the first one to set a lap time. Just turn this down a tad. Okay, so let's see what lap time PXR Apex can do. He starts his flying lap. Let's go on board with him. I'll turn the gain down a bit. That's quite loud. Looking fairly clean so far, as Matthew also starts his flying lap. On the 50-meter board here, yeah, all looking good. Second gear corner. Oh, I realise I haven't got my. It's the fastest first sector, which is to be expected. Let's see what Matthew can do. Can Matthew set an even faster first sector? Yes, he can. So up through here, very tight section of the track, very tricky to get right. All look fairly clean through there. Looking very good. A little bit squirrely on the exit there, if anything. See how Matthew can deal with this. Fairly clean for Matthew as well. As well. I'll have to deal with traffic on the back straight. He'll also gain a little bit of a. No, they're too far ahead to gain anything. Matthew taps the wall a little bit there. On the medium tyres, so they're obviously going for a stress in the air. Apex isn't on the medium tyres, so he's favouring a lap with track position, or just trying to get out of Q2. 129.5 for Apex. Let's see what Matthew can do. Matthew sets 140.4 on the mediums. Very good lap time from him. Army Edwards is about to set a flying lap. Nope, that's a start to his flying lap, sorry. And Stone will now come across the line. Let's see what lap time he can do. Stone says 138.9, very, very good lap time from him, which puts him first. Zach Tom will come home fourth with a 140.7, and Arch will go second with a 130.3, 39.3. PXR, nope, Matty W will come home sixth, and Spenny will start his flying lap. Tick F1 will also start his flying lap. JQPT will start his flying lap as well. With G&G RXD just the same. And Lincoln in on his. Louis is getting a lovely tow from Lincoln here. Lincoln will be going into the pits, clearly didn't have a very good lap time. Lincoln Louis, my apologies, goes first. Second. Second with a 139.2. Yellow flag in sector 2, just to build up traffic. So V Matthew will pit now, and Army Edwards will set his lap time. He will set a 139.3, which will bring him to 4th position. Apex will go into the pits. Will start his... No, he won't start his flying lap, he's backed off. He'll probably go into the pits. Which he will. PTZ seems to be the next... No, there are many more. So... LCW is setting another lap time. Yep, nope, he's going into the pits. Cryptic F1 will be the next one to set a lap time, and he goes 6th fastest. 139.7. And we have Archer will be coming in, and JQPTZ will finish his lap time and go 7th, with GND RXD going 8th, just behind him with the 139.8. The only ones out on track are those two, JQPTZ and Cryptic F1, who has invalidated his lap time, so he won't be setting one anytime soon. Army Edwards looks to be on a flyer. Let's see what his second time is. 12 seconds down, so he's clearly not on a flyer. EXR Louis is coming into the pits at the back. And Matthew is out on a flyer. Outlap. Keep getting them mixed up. Lincoln is also out on an outlap. We have... No. Yep, Army Edwards is going into the pits to box for some new tyres or otherwise. One may... not anymore. So he may be starting his flying lap in a second. It doesn't look like he will be. PKPDZ is on an in lap, as well as DMP. Matthew is currently on an out lap. We want him to be he might get a little bit of a tow from the people ahead of him. So come round the final corner. Get a nice boost along this straight here. After these two corners here. As Matthew starts his flying lap. Good first corner, could have extended it maybe a tad more. Break around there, yep. Good second corner. As we have FRA Lurch, and he's about to start his flying lap. PXR Apex is currently on a outlap. Is B Matthews the only one on a flyer, running a tad little bit wide as he ran over the curb on the inside. Second sector is 3/10 up. Looking good so far. Right through this left and right. Where he can put this. Lurch starts his flying up now. So Matthews stays ninth fastest. Unless he can box for some new tyres, that might be him out of Q2. Referee Arch will be the next one to start their flying lap. DRS is open. Lincoln. Referee Arch starts his flying lap with Lincoln going into the pits as he has validated his lap time. Look, he's currently on a flyer. Purple first sector, so he's doing very well. Keeping it pretty tidy for the moment. It's all looking very good for the moment. Let's see what second sector he can do. Tapping the wall on exit, as you should. It's a purple second sector, so it's looking very, very good for him here. So, Efra Lurch will come home with a 1:37.7, that's a whole second ahead of everybody else. Matthews will come into the pit. That's an incredible lap time from him. 1.7 seconds ahead of second place, second place is a much quicker lap time than I have ever done. With a 1:38.9. Crikey. As Arch goes second with a 1:37, with another 1:37.7. Crikey, these two are blisteringly quick. As PXR Apex will be the next one to cross the line. Nope. Yep. Next one to cross the line and set the lap time. Let's see what he can do. Stays sixth fastest with 1:39.5. DNG RXD is currently starting a flying lap with AMS Jake also doing the same. As well as Sanctum. And Army Edwards. And Spenny will be the next one to cross the line. With Lincoln very close behind him. He's on a flyer currently. Ooh, Matty getting a little bit squirrely through the counter section there. He has to back off for this lap. So, yeah, as you can see, he's very angry with that as he is out of Q2. He doesn't get in the way of anybody else. It didn't appear like he did. So we have Cryptic F1, the next one across the line. He will be going onto a flying lap with EXR Louis not very far behind him. So Cryptic F1 starts his, nope, yep. Cryptic F1 starts his flying lap now. So there's EXR Louis. We have FRA Arch coming into the lap time, and EXR Apex goes fourth fastest with a 1:38.6. DNG RXD comes home with a 1:39.0. Matthew's currently on a flyer now. And AMS Jake sets at 1:39.2. Sanctum goes fifth fastest with a 1:38.8, and RME Edwards goes fifth fastest again, puts Sanctum down to sixth with a 1:38.81. Spenny is the next one to cross the line. Let's see what lap time he can set. With AMS Lincoln not very far behind him. Spenny comes home with a third place of 138.2. AMS Lincoln comes home fourth with a 138.2. It's a 138.0 for Spenny, my apologies. Who's next? JQPTZ is coming home next. Nope, he is backed off his lap time. EXR Apex, looks like he's invalidated his lap time. Yeah, he's going with that. Cryptic F1 will be the next one across the line. Let's see what lap time he can do. Puts it 10th fastest. EXR Louis is coming home behind him, puts the 7th fastest. Matthews has invalidated his lap time, so he will not be sitting a lap time and stays 14th fastest. Jake, currently on a 139.2, will be the next one to cross the line and set a lap time. So Jake stays 13th fastest as G&D RXC goes into the pits. That is everybody for now. So the ones knocked out of Q2 are Cryptic F1, DNG RXD, AMS Jake, B Matthew and Matty W. The lap time to get you out of Q2 was anything quicker than 138.9. It's an incredible lap time. The fastest lap time of today was a 137.7. Another immense lap time. Gap between first and second is 0.013 seconds. It's tiny margins in this Tier 1 race. So AMS Lincoln and FRA Arch are the first ones out on a lap, with the two AlphaTauris of JQPTZ and Sturm following behind them, and Zactum also going out on an outlap. I hear another engine firing. Let's have a look at who that is. It is the Haas of RME Edwards, or nope, it's FRA Lurch. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so we have AMS Lincoln currently the first one to cross the line, well, who will be crossing the line to set a lap time. Spenny is about to go. Oh, no, Miney tapped the wall there. Spenny is the next one to cross the line to start his flying lap. As he does so now. AMS Lincoln, very good corner there. Coming around the corner onto the back straight. He's already on the back straight. Now crossing the line and sets a 1:38.7, a fairly respectable lap time from him. F4 Arch is the one to follow in behind. Next one across the line, he sets a 1:37.5, even faster. That's the fastest lap time we've seen all day. Sturm goes third fastest, and GPPZ knocks him out of contention. He goes third fastest instead, 1:38.3. Zachlon goes fifth with a 1:39.7. Army Edwards is now on a flying lap as he's just started. PXR Louis will be the next one to start a flying lap, with Apex following very closely behind him. Louis starts his flying lap, and so does Apex. F4 Lurch will set a lap time of 1:37.9, coming home second. Spenny will be the next one to cross the line. Spenny goes fifth fastest with a 1:38.7. AMS Lincoln will be the next. No, he will not. He has already done. He's already done a lap time and he's invalidated this one. Looks like the next one will be Army Edwards to cross the line. For the rest of the lap. Snapping the wall there and exit. Going a little bit wide. Luckily that didn't invalidate him. Army Edwards across the line to go 8th fastest with a 1:39.9 as Zachlon goes into the pits. ERX Louis is the next one to cross the line to set his lap time. PXR Louis goes 5th fastest with 1:38.4. Apex will be the next one to cross the lap time. He now has a lovely, never mind, he has invalidated his lap time. He'll be going for another one. Luckily got a nice little toe from Arch there. Good first corner from him. Very nice. Second corner looking fairly clean as well. PXR Louis setting a fastest second sector. PXR Louis, my apologies. PXR Apex setting a fastest second sector. So clearly a good lap for him. Have a look at what he can do. So Apex will now finish his lap time and go 7th fastest with a 1:38.9, the fastest final sector as well, so clearly his first sector was letting him down. GKPT is the next one out on an outlap. I doubt yet. There's a fair few people coming out also. So we have FRA Arch, Zaxtham and Sturm all on an outlap. With JKPT, the next one to will be setting a lap time. Okay, so JQPT is now on a flying lap. Getting a fairly good first turn there. As the last two remaining people come out. PXR Apex. I don't really know what he's doing. I think he's warming up for a lap time, but he's going to be blocking FRA Arch, who is behind him. Maybe there might be a little bit of teamwork here going on. With Apex giving Arch a tow. I'm assuming Apex will be diving into the pits at this point. Yes, he will. He's already set his lap time. So, FRA Arch now starts his flying lap. Zaxtham will be the next one to start his flying lap. With Sturm following very closely behind him. Spenny will be the one after him. Apex retires from the session. He is done with qualifying for today. He will either finish 7th or lower. AMS Lincoln will be the one after him. As JQPT validated his lap time, so that's it for him by the looks of things, unless he'll have enough time to do a warm-up lap or cool-down lap for that. A cool-down few corners by the looks of it. Next one to cross the line will be AMS Lincoln. As he goes on to, as Zaxtham runs wide and does a Raguna thing. Lord Mojave is currently driving a Ferrari. How strange. As AMS Lincoln comes on, EXR Louis now starts his flying lap. RME Edwards behind FRA Larch starts the flying lap. Everybody is either currently on a flying lap or a cooldown lap. Next one across the line will be FRA Arch. He is on a flying lap after this. So let's follow along and see where he can finish. Now his qualifying over. It seemed like he backed off a little bit there. FRA Arch stays first fastest with a 1:38. I don't think he improved it there. Next across the line will be Sturm. As JQPTZ retires from the session, so he's currently 4th. Only can move downwards though. Sturm stays 8th fastest with a 1:38.9, being his fastest time of the day. AMS Lincoln is the next one across the line with the fastest second sector. Clearly on a very good lap time. Spenny not very far behind him. Oh, what's happened to Spenny? Spenny's lost his front wing, so Spenny will go 6th or lower on the timing sheet. That's if anybody behind him can make a difference. So Lincoln goes 2nd fastest with a 1:37.5. Very good lap time from him. EXR Louis crosses the line next. He will not. He has invalidated his lap time. Zaxtham is the next one across this line. He also didn't do very well. And RME Edwards backs up the pack with a sixth place finish of 138.7. The gap then between first and 10th being 2 seconds. That's rather large for a race. Only 18 hundredths of a second, 18 thousandths of a second in it between second and first. Very good stuff. So your top 10 finishers are FRA Arch, who comes in first, Lincoln is second, Lurch, I'll just call him Lurch from now on, in third. GQPT in the AlphaTauri in fourth, EXR Louis fifth, Army Edwards sixth, Spenny in seventh, Apex in eighth, Sturm in ninth, 10th goes to Zach Thomas, however you pronounce it. Okay, so we will be going onto a flying lap. Oh, okay. Don't know if you saw it there, but there was the pit stop strategy. Looks like a one-stop sort of race. Be an interesting race to watch, this one. There is your pit stop strategy. If you're starting on the softs, you would want to go to hards or soft, medium, medium. Personally, I would have chosen the soft, medium, medium. no idea what everybody else will be going on. Some people are starting on hard, so clearly they want to... Wow, what's going on here? Some people are starting on hard, so clearly they want to go for the strategy. People starting on hards are AMSJ, Matthew, Sleep Mover, Moller, and CBX, as well as TFS Electro. So, FRE Arch is now in his grid spot now. There he is, the grid is forming behind him. We weren't very far away. Okay, so all formed up now. So, okay, we have it's gonna work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and they're out. That's a very quick red light, very quick lights. I don't know. Anyway, oh, and TFX Arch is round. He's lost 4 places on the opening start. It's not good for him, as there is a Alfa Romeo around in the background. Currently, Lincoln is doing very well for himself, up in first position. All looking relatively clean so far. Lincoln has made an absolutely flying first start. He's got nearly a second gap behind him already. As virtual safety car already on the opening lap of this race. Rookie. There you go, now it's sorted out. So Arch had a terrible first start, gaining damage and moving down 4 places. Let's have a look at. There you go. So he's moved down 4 places. Everybody ahead of him has gained. Saxon has gained 3 places as well off the start. So it's still virtual safety car. We're going to be running on lean to try and save as much fuel as they can. Okay, so the track is green again. We are racing once more. Lincoln gets a fairly good start as AMS Jake is out of this race. Don't know what happened there. The DNG has gained damage on the front wing, so there's clearly a coming together of some sorts. Army Edwards gets past FRA Arch. So does Zactum. As Arch goes into the pits to obviously fix his damage. These two here are fighting. They're getting very close. My timing sheet have messed up again. I'm assuming it's Lurch, no. Army Edwards. Okay. Yellow flag in sector 2. Nobody there, that was just the disappearance of the other Red Bull. So, what's going on for the moment? Spenny is trying to look past Sacktham ahead of him. He's got a little bit of pressure from behind with him. Sturm. Lurch has got past. No, Arch is not in second position. Lurch is also not in first. Nor is DNG RXD at first. Lincoln is currently the fastest driver on track with a gap of a second and 0.6 behind him to JQPT, who's in second. EXR Louis is currently third position. With Army Edwards having a little bit of a scuffle with Sacktham as Sacktham spins a little bit and loses 2 places to Spenny and Sturm. They gain a nice easy position there. And he's got a little bit of contention behind him from Sturm. Will he defend it through here? Oh, as Zach comes round. And he loses his front. Is he out of this race? No, he's going to keep it going. He's lost his front wing. How much? Yeah, he's picked up damage there. And it is another virtual safety car for this race. Surely he would want to pit. I don't know if Matty and Cryptic F1 gained any damage from that, or that was something else, or they just wanted to pit to get off the soft tyres as soon as possible. Fleet Mover gets a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flag, so he's obviously overtaken someone. Someone is stopped on the pit straight, but we're racing again. So Lincoln gets another good start off. He's still got nearly 2 seconds behind him. JQPT is the second driver with EXR Louis not very far behind him. RME Edwards has Spenny for contention behind him. And Apex is quite a way back. Spenny wanted to make the move on RME Edwards here, as he didn't have the best of qualifyings. B. Matthew is getting fairly close to Apex. Electra has Sleek Mover, and Sleek Mover has Lurch behind them for contention. With CB Hut making up a few places, doing very, very well for himself. Matty W has Cryptic F1 for contention behind him. While has Zaxtham. Zaxtham is far enough away now, but he's also made a pit stop as well as FRA Arch. As DNG RXD misses the corner and has to take to the escape road. AMS Lincoln still has a fairly sizable gap on JQPT, as well as the gap between JQPT and Louis. RME Edwards is still got Spenny for contention. Spenny would have DRS now, yes he does. Let's see if he gets past him, he does. Will he fight it into the first corner? No, he isn't, he's fair enough ahead. That's a very clean move from Spenny there. Does he try anything on the next corner? Nope, we're okay. TFS Electro and FRA Lurch. Sleek Mover and FRA Lurch are having a bit of a battle here. Will Sleek Mover try anything? Lurch has the fastest lap, so he's clearly on something. Or on a flying. He's clearly on one. Cryptic F1 has Matty W. Practically pushes him around the corner there. That's a little bit dirty, but wasn't too bad. Matty still gets past him without any damage occurring. Fairly large gap between. So this is the main battle going on currently. We have Lurch, Electra, and Sleek Mover within a second of each other, with 11 seconds from 7th to 8th. It's a very large gap for only 4 laps into this race. Sleek Mover's obviously wanting to try something. Nope, that's Sleek Mover wants to try something on TFS Electro. As Lurch has now pulled a 1.7 second gap on Electra. With Sleek Mover still within that 1 second, to give him DRS for the main straight if he can stay within for the DRS detection point. JQPT is currently in the pits to change up his tyres. Let's see what he goes on to. Goes on to the mediums. He's obviously going for the soft medium strategy, as well as EXR Apex, who's also in that. But it looks like Matthew picked up some damage there, or was I seeing things? I could have sworn I saw some damage on the road. Who was that? Is that who's in DNG RXD has missed the corner again and has retired from this session. PXR Louis has a massive gap behind him to 3rd place, which is currently being held by Spenny. RME Edwards is then the 4th driver on track. Matthews, the one behind him. There is no close battles going on besides here and here. Matty W wanted to get back Cryptic F1. see what he does. He's not supposed to try anything through here. I don't think he will. No, he won't. So there are two battles going on here. We have Sleep Mover and Electro battling, and Cryptic F1 and Matty W, who's now got CB Hut for contention as well. Cryptic F1, Matty using a little bit of ERS there. He's currently sat on 68%, while Cryptic F1 is sat on 50. He's using ERS just to stay away. He'll most likely get passed by the both of these on the straight. Let's see what Sleep Mover does on TFS Electro. I think he's a little bit too far behind to try anything. What about Cryptic on Hut? He's not using any ERS to take Hut. There he goes, he's past him. Matty gaining off both of these. Ooh, we had to. Ooh! Oh my. Well, that's a safety car, surely. Yes, it is. Safety car is out of this lap. Saxon will probably. No, he won't. He's already pit, so has FA Arch. CB Hut has I wouldn't say that as CB Hut's fault there. Well, I don't know. He broke awfully early for the corner. Matty had to run into the back of him, so I don't know. I think you can put that down to racing incident, if anything. So the safety car will be waiting for AMS Lincoln currently. Let's see what he picks up. AMS Lincoln is coming into the pits to put on the medium tyres, or will he go for the hards? We'll have a look. So does ERX Louis and Spenny. Spenny has gained very, very well off the first couple of laps. So Spenny's going to be going on to the hards. So is Lincoln and Louis as well. Louis as well is also Louis has also gone on to the mediums. RME Edwards will also be going on to the mediums, and Matthews will be swapping from the hards to the mediums. JQPTZ goes on to the mediums. Hards, my apologies. FRA Lurch will be going on to the hards. Sleek Mover will be going onto the mediums again, so I wonder if he also has a penalty, so he's waiting. Electro onto the mediums. Very different strategies going on here. Moller will now get held up because the time penalty that Sleek Mover had. That's not good for him. But he will be going on to the hards. Matty is coming out to the pits. He's gone onto the mediums. Moller also had a time penalty. That's dampened his blow massively. Moller's fallen right down the pack. Zaxtham has gone on to the hards as well. So a lot of people going on to the hards here. We'll have a look at the... In fact, I could have just looked at the bloody tyres, couldn't I? A lot of people going on hards, a few going on to the mediums for an alternative strategy. Very interesting what's going on here. Matt has gone into the pits again to put on the hard, so clearly he thought against putting on the mediums. Did Mola do the same? I think Mola did the same. Spenny in third position, looking very comfortable at the moment. I'm not choosing favourites, but Spenny's my boy, so I've got to go with him, you know. So will the safety car be in this lap? We will see shortly. I think it is. Maybe not. Nope, safety car is out for another lap. Okay. Very, very interesting. We currently have 6 viewers. Lovely. I hope you're enjoying my soothing sound of my voice. It's almost ASMR like. Crikey. So I'm sure the safety car will be... Oh, it's gone under 5 after I've said that. Clearly they didn't like it. So I'm assuming the safety car will be in this lap. AMS Lincoln has 100% setup, so yeah, it's to be expected. Safety car is in this lap, so let's see how much. Oh, excuse me. Let's see how much Lincoln backs up the pack. Ooh, Louis getting a little bit close there. So he's weaving back on the lap. He's holding them on for a long time. Still holding them. Bloody Alright, he's gone, he's gone. Spenny gets a good jump off that. There's a lot of people too wide in the background. Let's see what happens into the first corner. There's turn. There's going 3 wide in the background there with it. All looking very clean. With Electra making up a few places, looking very good. JQPT and Apex are having a little scrap in head as FRA Lurch is looking up the inside of Electra there, getting past him. Very good move. Sleep Mover and... Ooh, what was that? Spenny is... Oh no, Spenny went... I missed that. I dare say that was Zaxxon's fault. He just completely missed his braking zone and crashed into 2 people. Aimless Lincoln has made a very good jump off the start. ERX Louis as Spenny retires. ERX Louis has had another good jump. Cryptic F1 is up into 3rd. Army Edwards 4th. Ooh, what was that? I saw that. Sleep Mover must have tapped into the wall. I wonder if he's got damage. It doesn't look like he does, although Matthew does. Matthew has damage. I wonder if it was Matthew that tapped into the wall instead. We are down to 13 runners and it's only been 10 laps. This is not going well. Moller has a lot of damage. I do believe that was from Zaxxon. Shunt. Matty is made up a few places on the safety car restart. AMS Lincoln is having a whale of a time out in front, is run away with it. PXR Luke. Oh, I missed. What was that? Sleep Mover getting past JQPT there. As Matty gets past Matthew. Matthew and JQPT are into the pits. Fairly sizable gap between everybody at the moment with, well, there's a little scrap going on between Army Edwards and the 2 Hasses and PXR Apex in the Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo will release their new livery tomorrow. I'll be watching it. So Lurch is going to try around the outside. He thought better of it. Going to get the switchback though. Get tapped by Apex. Apex then loses 2 positions and he might lose a 3rd one. He's going 2 wide into the corner here, and he has. He's lost the 3rd one to Electro. So these 3 here, FRA Lurch, Army Edwards, making up 1 place. Cryptic is now on the back of the ERX Louis. PXR Louis, my apologies. Lincoln has run away with it. That's it, he's just run away with it. Zaxxon is now quite a large gap behind him. He'd pit though as well, so it's to be expected. I think all these have made another stop. That's a good camera shot. Yeah, they've all made a stop. Ooh, there's a little bit of a battle going on here. As Apex wants another position. He wants his position back from Electro. And he does take it. Electro might try up the inside here. He will, but he'll just back out a little bit, getting a little bit of room. Sleep Mover's now going to be on the back of him, wanting another look. Ooh, give him a little tap around the corner. Nothing too serious though. B Matthew and JQPT are in a little battle with each other. B Matthew goes into the pits, JQPT stays out. Moller gaining position off the fact that B Matthew's gone into the pits. Zaxxon is very far behind anybody. I'm going to run away with this. Electro wants that position back from Apex. Let's see if Sleek Mover will pick up with the scraps of these battles. This battle here. Having a scrap with each other. Ooh, was a little tap there. Someone ran wide. Was that? That was Army Edwards. He has lost a bit of front wing. So Electro will now get, he might get past 2 people here, because he'll have the run on Apex, and Apex will have the run on Army Edwards. Cryptic F1 is now having a little bit of a battle with Louis, and he gets by him. As Army Edwards goes into the pits. Okay, that's understandable. TFS Electro stays back, and Sleep Mover's still waiting for them to scrap it out. AMS Lincoln still running away with this, now got a 5-second gap to second place. It's a massive amount. F1 and Louis had a little bit of a look there. FRA Lurch is getting right on the back of Louis, who might gain a position from this. Electro and Apex are now having a scrap. Electro will have the inside for this corner here. He taps the wall and he goes wide. Sleep Mover and Apex make up positions off that. Will Matty? No, Matty's too far back to gain anything. Electro didn't gain any damage off that, so he's pretty good. Zaktham has DNF'd from this race. Well, I think we already had. Or is it? I don't know. I think someone else has just DNF'd from this race. Yeah, it was Zaktham. He went into the pits and DNF'd. We are down to 12 runners. Lovely. FRA Electro, TTFS Electro, my apologies. Using a little bit of overtake there to try and stay away from Matty and get onto the back of Sleep Mover. Sleep Mover staying on the back of Apex. FRA Lurch is now want to move on Louis. See if he does make any sort of move on him. And he does. Louis is going to squeeze him into the side. And it's through the middle, threading the needle. Very good there. Nearly made up 2 positions. EXR Louis actually made up 2 positions. And someone else is out of this race. I think I just saw there. Am I seeing things? I think I'm seeing things. And FRA Lurch gets past Louis with a good mood using his ERS and DRS. Cryptic locks up a tad, or I don't know if that was it's Louis. Sleep Mover is getting onto the back of Apex currently, with Electro having Matty behind him for contention. This race feels surprisingly empty with only 12 runners. Ooh! EXR Louis must have made a mistake and went to the inside of the corner there. Lock up from Cryptic F1. EXR Louis doesn't look like he has damage. Oh, well now he does. Crikey, he's gone down 3 places. And he gets a time penalty for good measure. Now he's gone down another place. Down to 7th behind Electro. He has damage, so he's not going to be very particularly quick. Is he going to let Matty by to try and have a go at the drivers ahead? We will see. EXR Louis is obviously frustrated because he seems to be cutting the corner a lot. Yeah, he's got damage. I'm sure he'll let his teammate by here. Team orders. The 2 Alfa Romeos giving each other a little bit of a pull. Sleep Mover getting a little bit screwily out of the exit of the S's there. Cryptic F1 and EXR Apex change positions. EXR Louis goes into the pits to change his front wing, and I'm assuming tyres. I think he might go onto the softs because it's only 11 laps left in this race. Sleep Mover now getting quite close to the back of Cryptic F1. We'll see if he makes a move. He's not using his ERS down the straight. He's got a long way back to Electro. Or Lurk and Lincoln Oak No, that's the other league. Lincoln have run away with this really. EXR Apex. Oh, Sleep Mover now is right on the back of Cryptic F1. Not going to use his ERS. He thinks the better of it into this corner here. Cryptic F1 locks up. He's clearly having a little bit of trouble here. Matty getting right on the back of Electro there, as they all funnel up the castle section. Very, very nice shot there. EXR Apex has run away with this, as the others behind him as battles. Cryptic F1 is using the ERS to stay away from Electro. all come around the S. No, my apologies. Sleep Mover. Cryptic F1 locks up a tad there. I think he has damage, does he? No, it's just his black front wing. Sleep Mover getting right on the back of Cryptic F1. He's probably going to make a move through here. Down the back straight. We'll have a look. Yeah, here he comes. Using ERS. Turn off ERS now. Just turn it back on again. Just to try and conserve it a little bit. As Cryptic F1 goes into the pit, so he might be changing onto the softs. He's only got 10 laps left. TFS Electro running a little bit wide there. And Cryptic F1 is going on to the mediums, so he might not have any softs left. And he did damage on his front wing. Okay, I thought he did. Sleep Mover's now getting very close to the back of Apex. With Matty rounding out that group of 4. Cryptic F1 is now on the back of EXR Louis. I wonder if he's going to try anything on him because he has newer tyres. Let's see if he does. Everything's looking hunky-dory for this lot here. We'll keep him in position. F1 running a little bit wide there, tapping the wall. Got to remind yourself that the walls are still there. F1 now tunneling up the castle section right behind EXR Lou. Let's see if he tries anything. TFS Electro has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Really must cut the corner there a tad. That will help Matty, definitely. And Sleep Mover won't have to worry about Electro, not that he really did. Right. Sleep Mover now has 50. Sleep Mover has 56% ERS. He's using it to try and get past him here. He's ducked out of slipstream, so I don't know what his thought process there was. Apex wanted to well, he did use a little bit of his ERS. As you can see, Matty and Electro fighting there in the background. Sleep Movers. Thought he was trying a move on Electro then. Or Apex. Yeah. He's pretty safe for the moment. Although he is getting very close, let's see if he makes a move on the straight here. As Matty is getting awfully close to TFS Electro. Let's see if Matty can make a move on this. He's using his overtake already. You want to keep within a second of him to get that DRS. Looks like he'll be overtaking him before the DRS zone. Getting a little bit of a squeeze there. As Sleep Mover has got past EXR Apex. Does Matty hold the position? Matty holds the position. Apex will want this position back from Sleep Mover. But Sleep Mover has done very well to defend from him. Matty and Electro trading places now. Same with Sleep Mover and Apex. Apex went up the inside, I missed that. Sleep Mover is now going to try around the outside. Might do the switchback. No, he's got the better of it. Sleep Mover just giving Apex a little tap there, letting him know that he's still there. He still wants that position back. Ooh, as Sleep Mover taps the inside wall there. Using his overtake to catch up to Apex. Just going a tad wide there. I dare say Sleep Mover will have Apex on this straight, and Electro might have Massey at that. Although it looks like Sleep Mover is just a little bit too far behind, although Matty... Ooh! Electro getting up the inside of Matty there. Losing his entire front wing, and Matty losing his front wing as well. They both have damage. As Matty goes up the inside. Virtual safety car now as well. They have to hold position for now. Stop the battle. That was a... I can't say whose fault that was. It was a stupid move from either of them. Really. PT has gone into the pits, surely to put on the soft tyres to go for fast lap at the end. And a new front wing. So it was obviously running with less downforce. Mono's gone into the pits. B. Matthew follows him. Whereas Lincoln is holding the lead, so yeah. Waiting for the virtual safety car to go green. And we're green. Sorry, I was looking at my phone. TFS Electro has retired from the session with damage, I'm assuming. So that's good news for Matty. Sleep Mover now wanting to try the move on Apex once again. Is he going to try out the inside? No, he's going to hold off. As he goes into the pits, he clearly had damage. So Louis getting very close to the back of Cryptic now. In the corner a little bit there. F1. Apologies. Sleep Mover is now still wanting to get past Apex. His tyres are running a little bit down now. As EXR Louis gets another 3-second time penalty. He has a 6. JQPT has a drive-through penalty. Must have sped at the end of the safety car. He's using his ERA, so he's obviously having a good in-lap, or he might just not. I think he's trying to set up after that. Cryptic F1 weaving to try and break the toe to EXR Louis. Sleep Mover and Apex getting very close as well. Apex doing the same strategy of trying to break the toe. My apologies if I'm not commentating on it much. as JQPT does set the fastest lap time, 140.3. My apologies if I'm not commentating a lot. I've got a few messages on my phone to sort out. Okay, I'm back. My apologies. There's a yellow flag and a virtual safety car in Sector 2. Massey has DNF'd from this race. We are down to 10 runners. We're down 9 drivers. This is giving me Austria 2020 vibes. With the amount of people out. What happened to Maddie? I'm assuming he clipped the inside. Yeah, there you go. Clip the inside wall, lost his front tyre. So now everybody is going to gain points from this race. By default. Looks like Lincoln. Oh, looks like Lincoln might have had a problem. The track is green again because Lurch is getting fairly close to the back of him. Apex still has Sleek Mover on the back of him, and Cryptic still has EXR Louis to contend with. JQPT is going in for his drive-through. He might not. He might get out just before this. Cryptic F1 there locking up. Ooh, as EXR Apex loses a bit of front wing there, so he's obviously pushing. He's lost a bit of downforce now. Will he be able to take this corner flat? He still does. So he's still got a fair amount of downforce left. Sleek Mover will see that and try and move up the inside. So he will want the move now. Quickly having Louis to contend with from behind. Ooh! As Sleek Mover, did he get damaged? No, he didn't. Be pushing around the corner there. Getting a bit slowly around these few corners. I think Apex might pit for soft tyres. Nope. It was a bit of a bait if anything. Sleep Mover wanting to get past EXR Apex here. As Louis and Cryptic are getting very close. Louis getting a little bit squirrely out of turn 1. Mola has Matthew to contend with, my apologies. And FRA Lurch has got past Lincoln. Oh, and Cryptic F1 and EXR Louis are fighting. Matthew's got past Mola. What's happened here? Cryptic F1 getting back past Louis with a very good move into that corner there. Sleek Mover is round in the castle section. Clearly very frustrated with himself as well. He's got no front wing at that. So that means that Apex will keep a third position for now. F1 still has Louis to contend with. Matthew and Mola still fighting their own little battle. And Lincoln is still on the back of Lurch, so he's obviously wanting that first position back. So I fear his tyres might be going off at this point compared to Lurch's. Well, Lurch's got mediums as well. In fact, let's have a look at it. Yellow flag, sector 2. Who's that? That's Matthew. Matthew is round. He's reset the track. So that would be a penalty. Yep, they both have very similar tyres. Lurch. So EXR Louis now has Cryptic, still has Cryptic Man on his tail. And Sleek Mover now has lost a lot of time to the both of them. I think he's using AI as Cryptic F1 strives up the inside of EXR Louis there. Both of them getting past Sleek Mover. I wonder if Sleek Mover's, I think he's might have retired or just given up from this session. Such a shame for him as well. He was driving very, very well. Cryptic F1 seems to have damage by the looks of it. He's not turning into corners. He's using his overtake to try. No, he seems alright. Using his overtake to try and stay on the back of EXR Louis. Lincoln is now in the same place. Matthew is pitting for soft tyres. He's clearly going for fastest lap at the end of the race. EXR Louis and Cryptic are still battling, with EXR Louis having the upper hand. Cryptic has fallen down a few places. Let's have a gander at tyres. Cryptic's on newer tyres, so that's out of the question. EXR Louis does have that 6-second penalty though, so he will be on the track. It's EXR Louis, but after penalties are applied, Cryptic F1 will have 4th place. Cryptic F1 gains a 3-second time penalty. Okay, so what time penalties do we... penalties, so he still needs to stay within 3 seconds of EXR Louis as Sleep Mover goes into the pits to change his front wing. I'm assuming anyway. And his wheels to go for fastest lap at the end of the race. I believe that this will most likely be your finishing order apart from penalties. So we are now going on to the final lap. MS Lincoln has, well, Lurch has a second lead over Lincoln. I doubt Lincoln will be making that place back. He is currently on 10% ERS, and so is Lurch, so he's using all of it. So he clearly wants this position back. So it looks like Lurch is your leader who, well, Lincoln started second and he finished second, so it's not too bad for him. Lurch started third and finished second by the looks of it. Jacob PT has gone into the pits on the final lap to put on the mediums. Very interesting strategy then. So here comes FRA Lurch. And Lincoln, oh, I thought Lincoln had got by and then bloody hell. Every Arch finishes first position. Lincoln finishes second. Apex will come home third undoubtedly. So here comes Apex. Using all of his ERS, using to the left of it. 0% ERS. He's weaving. As if to say, what the fuck was that race? And he slows down on the line just to take the flag. Dick, F1 will come home 4th position. We'll have a look at time penalties though. PXR Louis comes home in 5th position. Did PXR Louis crash? I feel like he's crashed there obviously. Ooh, as the two Williams are getting a little bit feisty with each other. On the final lap, no doubt. Who's going to let the other one by? Who's going to let the other one by? It's to the line. And as Moller just gets it. But Sleep Mover had a penalty. I do believe he did anyway. Army Edwards is the last one to finish on track. Let's see where he finishes. I know where he finishes. He'll finish 9th. As he crashes across the line. Well, what an interesting race. I don't know why you're looking at me like that, boy. Well, FRA Arch drove a very good race today to pass Lincoln, especially Lincoln's incredible pace. He's done very well. Not Cryptic, the other one. The other Alfa Romeo, I can't remember his name. Apex, that's the one. He comes home 3rd. He drove very well as well. Well, I think that's it for us. So, thanks for watching. Hope to see you.